you brought up a point that, let's rewind the clock. I remember when we first started hearing about stem cells and the morality of it, right?
Right.
It used to be, I think it was one of the Bushes,
Around
right?
2000, right? That all this started.
Yeah.
The big hoopla, right?
And so, it's like, well, they take this from babies? They rob babies of this? What are they, walk me through that piece of it. Because I know if anybody watching out there is like me, they don't know how the history is and they don't know where that jump happened. I know it happened. I know it went from Taboo, where it was like, ooh, you had to go to all foreign countries to even say the word stem cell hardly.
Yeah.
To then now all of a sudden you'll see them in ads and that type of stuff. What happened there? What is
There's
the
definitely a lot of confusion. And the confusion doesn't start from the scientists. Confusion starts when it starts getting out into the populace and then the
Right.
game of telephone starts, right?
Right.
The stem cells that Bush was upset with, maybe for good reason, were embryonic stem cells. So during in vitro fertilization, you have a little egg that could become an embryo, could become a human. And that was the issue with that. I never wanted to work with those stem cells. And in fact, the majority of scientists around the world don't. Why? Because if you implanted that into you, you would get what's called a teratoma, a cancer. Why in the world would I want to deal with that? I take these exosomes for placentas that would be discarded anyway. This from C-section, ethically donated. The mother wanted to do this. And so it's actually an adult cell. It's kind of weird. So a fetus is a baby before it comes out, right? As soon as they're born, it's now an adult. And so the placenta is adult stem cells. There's nothing wrong with that. And if I injected one of those cells into your body, nothing would happen. I, in fact, don't use the cells anymore, which is something that I learned in 2014 and have therefore educated most people to at this point. But there's nothing ethically wrong with it. And in fact, as far as I'm concerned, it's a better and safer cell population to use.